Behind the back triangles, I think it's a very nice surprise move. If you go into them just behind your back, still facing the front, nobody knows what you got behind your back, and then turn around and you show the triangle and go into something else afterwards. There are two very easy ways into one form of this triangle and a more complicated one into another form of the triangle. So starting with the very easy ones. So for the first two ones, it doesn't matter which hand holds the handle and which hand holds the fibers, because it's just this folding movement. It's pretty simple. You start in the staff-like position with the whip above your head. Then you lower the whip behind your head, behind your shoulder blades to here. And from this position, you just fold the forearms down in a half-circling movement. Just down and back behind your spine, and then the hands meet and you are in this triangle position. Show you from the side. You start from with the whip above your head, go behind your head, down behind your shoulder blades, behind your arms to here, and then you just fold your forearms down like this, and your hands meet behind your spine, and you are in this triangle. Show from the other side, from the staff-like position up here, behind your head, behind your shoulders, folding down like this. And that's all. In this form of the triangle, the horizontal line behind the shoulder blades is outside of the arms and goes here over the arm to the front, and then down in the diagonal forms. And that's already it. The second way into the same form of the triangle starts from the staff-like position just behind your butt. But there you have to twist your wrists around, so when you hold your staff like this in a relaxed position, palms facing back, then you twist both your wrists, fingers pointing towards your body and going over the fibers. Twist your hands around into this position. So then you have the back of your hand facing the back, or your palms facing a bit upwards. And from here, you just lift your whip into the very same position that we just had, only coming down from the staff-like position above your head. So you come here from the bottom, and then it's just the same. You fold your arms down and backwards, and the hands meet at the spine, and there you are in this triangle position again. So once again from here, you twist your wrists around to this position, come up, and then you're folding down. And that's already it. That were the easy ones. The third way is a bit more complicated and also creates a different form of a triangle. It goes like this, and there you see that the horizontal line goes from the back under the armpit and then to the outside of the arms, and the diagonal lines are on the outside of the arms, as opposed to this one where the horizontal line was on the outside and the diagonal lines were in front of the arms. Now let's have a closer look step by step. You start with your hand in your right hand, here on the sofa side, and hold the whip in the staff-like position behind your back. And you start with twisting your hand around. It's the same twisting that we just had for this form of the triangle, but this time it's only the handle hand that does the twisting. So twist around, and then you see it creates a space between the whip and the arm here. And that's what you need for the next step. From here on, you can focus on two different things. You can focus on the handle hand, what the handle hand does, and you can also focus on what the fiber hand does. I'll explain both of them. When you do it later in your flow, both hands are involved in some way. So starting from here, focusing on the handle hand first. This hand goes down, very similar movement that we just had for this triangle, but it's just the handle hand this time doing it. So now you have this loop down here, and then the hand goes behind the back all the way around the other elbow. So this loop you created here goes around the other elbow, and then you go down with both hands in a very loose grip that the fibers can slide in the right position. Try to get the fibers around your arms at the, almost the same point, and then you are here in this triangle position. Once again, start here in this like staff behind your back. Twist your wrist around, fold that loop down, and then the hand goes all the way around the opposite elbow. Both your hands go down, and there you are in this triangle. Showing this with the other hand now, hand on the gravity side, in the left hand. Same thing, twist your wrist around, palm facing upward now. You have this loop here, and fold like in this, for this, the second triangle I just showed you. Fold your arm down, then the arm goes all the way around the opposite elbow. This loop here goes around the opposite elbow, and you can go down with your hands and you are in this triangle. Once again, the staff position, twisting the wrist and folding the arm down, going all the way around the opposite elbow. Go down with your hands and you are in this triangle. You can also focus, let's say, on the hands that holds the fibers. So you start again with this twisting of the handle, and then you focus on this loop here. And what the fiber hand does is it tunnels this space. So the fiber hand also crosses here across the back and goes through this loop, and push the fibers a bit up on this arm, and then go down with your hands and are in a triangle. Once again, create this loop with the handle hand, and then the fiber hand tunnels here. This loop goes all the way through to here. Same thing with the other hand. So twisting of the wrist, folding the arm down, creating this loop, and the fiber hand tunnels this loop, goes all the way around to here. Once again, twisting, folding down, and the fiber hand comes over through this loop, and then you end in this position. So when you're doing this really smooth and fluid, it's both happening at the same at the same time. So you're creating this loop, the handle hand goes over to the opposite elbow, and by the same time this hand is tunneling this loop, and that's what's got you here. So from there on, when you do this here, you can open to this kind of arm quilts. It works like this, starting again here with the handle on the silver side. You create your loop, go around and tunnel, then you're here, and you see that the fibers are crossed here at the bottom. To open up, I have to switch the grip, and I do that. I just open the thumbs and go with the thumbs behind the other fiber bundle, so the part of the fibers that the other hand holds. So with the thumb behind it, and then switch the grip so that each hand is holding the end of the whip on its outside, and then you can open into the downcuts. Once again, from this side, again here, on this cross position, open the thumbs, go around the other end of the whip, and then switch your grip, and you can open here. Same thing from the other side. Go into a triangle, the cross position, you open the thumbs, switch your grip, and open. And once again here, go over the triangle, I just have to go through, open the thumbs, switch the grip, and there you are. And that's it for today.